Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to yet another fabulous week of English 101. Hopefully you had a great weekend as you were working on your Project 2 genre discussion profiles. This week we have a couple big assignments coming up, the first of which is to complete your peer responses to that discussion about profiles by Tuesday. And then this week, we get my little cursor to work, we are working on our primary research, which is the initial interview. So remember when we turned in Project 1 and I was like, work on finding people to interview. Here we are. We need to have those people. So if you haven't already gotten in touch with your interviewee and scheduled an interview, do that today. Do it today. That's very important. Once again, you may need to problem solve. Sending out one email or one DM and not getting a response, don't give up. Keep reaching out, but give yourself a timeline. If you don't hear back from them within 24 hours, then you might need to find someone else. Someone more local or more attached to your community or more accessible, because you do need this interview to be successful in Project 2. And so if you're not able to get an interview, you're not going to be able to be successful. So keep that in mind. Don't just send off one email and cross your fingers and toss a little salt over your shoulder and knock on wood and hope things work out. Be proactive. So reach out a bunch, try different methods of reaching out. And if even after all that effort of reaching out, you don't hear back, you might need to find an alternative. So keep that in mind as we're moving forward, because that's going to be essential to your success, is getting that interview, which you're going to be working on Thursday. And then over the weekend, you're going to start drafting Project 2, because you're going to be turning in your draft for instructor feedback on Sunday the 13th. You're going to turn it in two places, remember? Just like Project 1, you're going to turn it in to the assignment that says draft for instructor feedback. That's where I will be giving you lots of good feedback. And you are also going to turn in the draft in the peer review here. And that's where you're going to get your peer review from your classmates and where you're going to complete peer reviews for them. Do keep in mind that if you submit your essay late to peer review, the system will not automatically assign you people to review. You will have to reach out to me via email and I will have to manually assign those people to you. So keep that in mind. Make sure you get those drafts in on time and that you upload them in two places. And that's what we need to be successful this week. We need to make sure we get those interviews scheduled and get them completed before Thursday at midnight, because that's when your initial interviews are due. And then you are going to be working over the weekend to craft your very beautiful Project 2 draft. And that's going to include your interview content. And then you're going to turn that in on Sunday in those two places so that we can be successful, so that we can get lots of good feedback, and so that we can move forward with this Project 2. After you turn in those drafts, do be on the lookout for our fabulous writing mentor. Sydney is going to be posting those help sessions again. So please, please, please consider signing up for one. It's a fantastic use of your time. You get some really meaningful feedback and some really concrete steps for moving forward. So be on the lookout for those time postings after you submit those drafts. And as always, reach out if you have any questions. I'm here to help, and I'm looking forward to seeing how you are able to take these interviews and weave them into a really cool narrative in your discussions. Have a great week, guys, and let me know if there's anything I can do to help.